Hello, friends. Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room. It is Monday, February the 17th, and it is Family Day here in British Columbia. Yay. Okay, let's just see if I'm running on Facebook. I am. Oh, and I found it. Oh, it's going to be a good week. Yay. Get it sent over to my VIP group. And Facebook is like working today. How exciting is that? Now, if my mouse just continues to work. So it is 10 o'clock a.m. here on the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Hello, Alice. Happy Family Day to you. And I have a quick and easy card for you that, well, it's not really quick and easy. It's easy, but it takes a while because of one element that I'm adding to it. But the original card uses no tools at all. It's stamp, ink, and paper. And I'm excited to share that. Now, I might um, jazz it up a bit, but I also wanted to show you the die that's in the Grow with Love dies that is a little pouch. And it's so adorable. Kind of wondering what I can put in there because you'll see. You'll see when I show you. And I have a card to share. Oh, I got itchy nose. I have a card to share with you today from Janet. Gave it to me Friday. And it's super cute and it's a great fun fold. And I'm going to have to case it. We'll see what I make it with. But anyways, I will show that. And it came with chocolate. So the chocolates are on the table. And I am going to flip you around and pray that my mouse behaves today. Let me get the mouse pad. Maybe addition of my funky mouse pad will help. Because some days it works and some days it decides to do its own thing. And I have no idea what it's doing. Okay, so this is the card I got from Janet. This uses some long retired paper that we had, and it is stunningly gorgeous. I remember this paper, and I did a lot of fussy cutting with it. So it's a fun fold. It lays flat to go in an envelope, but look at this. That's the front. It has all these folds on the front. Hi, good morning, Wendy. And she also put it on a complete card base, which I love because you know me, when I do fun folds, if I can put it on a card base, I prefer that. I don't just like having a single back and then writing on the outside, but that's just my preference. So thank you, Janet. I haven't seen you pop in yet, but when you do, or you watch the replay, thank you. This is fabulous, and I can't wait to create it. And it came with chocolate hearts. So from me to you today, happy Families Day. So where you lived, do you have Family Day today as well? These are dark chocolate Reese's Hearts. I don't know what's in them, but I'm going to find out later. Hi, Peggy. Oh, it's afternoon where Peggy lives. Okay, so I want to say a shout out to all of those wonderful people who watch me and never comment. I thank you so much for watching, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. I do appreciate it. So I did this card a couple of weeks ago, showed you how to do this. And it was basic and I stepped it up a bit, but look at this fabulous bow. It's called a messy bow. And that's not the one we're making today. But I just wanted to show it to you because if you want to go to my YouTube channel and search for Grow with Love, that card will also come up. This is the card we're making today. So it's 1 o'clock where Peggy lives. Fuzz up my nose or something. I don't know. It's laundry day today. Many things happen. Your family went skiing without you? Oh, well, that sucks. Are they on Troll Hill? Troll Mountain? One of these days, I am going to visit Quesnel and our grandchildren when the mountain is open and we can go skiing because, oh my God, I love skiing. Okay, so here's the card I'm making. So this is a layer. These are layers. It's not popped up. It's just flat. This is popped up. So I'm going to show you how I did this, because if you look on this card, it has the lines go all the way around. What? And I'm going to show you how to make that void so that you can put your stamp coming up out of it. And I'm going to show you what I did. So if you don't want the words down here, it's very easy to get rid of them. And there's the inside. So I used basil on the front, mint on the inside, and on the envelope. Only because I don't like rosemary, so I can't ever see putting it on a card. And time just didn't look right for the card that I'm making. But this is the Grow with Love stamp set. It has the frame, and it has these 4 images and 4 different sentiments. And it coordinates or comes with, in a bundle, the Grow with Love dies. So it's got a couple of really cool sentiment ones. And I'm going to change the card we're making today. I'm going to change it and use this die for the sentiment instead. And then it has this big die here. So there's the die that cuts out that frame. But this is the die here that I was telling you about that I want to show you how it. Yep, I can't go because of my, oh yes, your back surgeries. Oh. So it makes this cute little pouch. It looks just like a little seed pouch, doesn't it? And it's really easy. I'm going to show you how to make this. Now you can either stamp right on the pouch, or you can die cut, stamp and die cut the image and have that on the front. All depends on which way you want to go. So I'm going to show you how to make this little pouch as well. And then I also have a draw from Share It Saturday, February the 8th to do. I will be using Memento, Cherry Cobbler, and Old Olive. What a classic combination of colors those are. And I'm going to finish it off with some adhesive back metallic gems, so you can see them there. And then I added a tiny bee trinket right there. Now I did see that these are on low inventory this morning, so if you haven't got yours yet and you want them, you might want to order them sooner rather than later. Okay, did I show you the inside? I think I did. So to get rid of those words, it's so dirt easy. Just take your scissors. Now these are scissors that Stampin' Up used to sell, because we used to have to cut all of our own stamps out. They didn't come laser cut. It was laborious when you got a new stamp set in, because it took you hours to fussy cut all these images. But I still have the scissors because they're great rubber scissors. And I just cut up there and I cut along here. And then you don't have the words anymore. But if you want the words, they still fit back inside. I can't do it upside down. You just pop it back in there. And there you go. Now you've got the words again. So do you guys do this with your stamps? Do you not like words? I remember we had a background stamp that was happy birthday in all different fonts. And we used to cut that one up, and I think it had like 20 some happy birthdays on it. So I am going to remove the words. I'm not going to stamp with the words today. And I've also done the same thing to the basil. So that was the mint. This is the basil. And then I'm going to switch the sentiment up to You're on My Mind. Okay. And I'm going to be using the black Stampin' Right marker, because can you see all those little teeny tiny dots all the way around? It just adds a little bit of finesse to your card, and it's amazing. Okay, so to make this card, oops, let me get my recipe out so I can tell you the sizes. And my secret weapon. My secret weapon. And then if I was to use the Thanks So Much, I covered it up, the so much part, I covered that up with a Post-it note and inked up just the thanks so much, because you can cut that, but because it's so close in there, I didn't want to cut it. So I just left it. And I use a Post-it note to cover that up. And this is my secret weapon to make the void in right there. So you need a card base that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half. And we're doing a hamburger card. And 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside, and 5 1/4 by 4 for the front. So that's that layer. Then I have a layer of Old Olive that is 4 by 3 1/8, and a layer of basic white that is 3 7/8 by 3, and it is going to fit on there like that. And then I have a piece that is 3/4 by 2 1/2 for that. And I may just go get a different piece. Oh, because I want to use the die on that. So let me grab my white. Grab my white tickle trunk here, and we will snatch a piece that will fit that sentiment so I can die cut it. All right, let's get busy. And of course I have an envelope, and then I will show you how to make that pouch, and then we'll do the draw. Holy man. Okay, first step, I want to get this on there. So I'm going to put my Old Olive where I want it, and it's almost right to the edge because I want as much of that to show as I can. Then I'm going to use my pencil and very lightly make a line like that. Now that's going to allow me to do all the stamping and make sure that I have what I want showing. So we're going to start with Old Olive, and okay, I used basil on there. So let's use mint instead this time. We'll switch it up a bit. So it doesn't matter what happens in here because that's all getting covered up. What matters is what is poking out past where that line is there, because that's what you're going to see. So I can overlap all I want on the inside because all of that is going to be covered up. Oh, you know what I did? I chose the same stamp. Apparently I used interesting. I didn't even notice that. I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to do it again because it's going on to Old Olive. I don't have to worry about whether it'll show through my black or my white or not. But I wanted to make it a bit different. So I'm just going to do this all over again. And I'm going to use the basil, and then I'll use the mint for the main image. And I'm going to start in the corner this time because this one is shaped a little bit differently. And you can go down as far as you want. And you can go over as far as you want. Now I'm just going to take my Old Olive and put it on there again. I think I want another one down there. Now I could have taken the other ones as well, put the thyme in there, because as I told you, I do not do rosemary. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Yep, that's good. Do you think I need another one in this corner? Let me know in the comments. Tell me, do I need one in that corner? And while I am getting your response on that, we are going to switch to Memento. And I'm going to stamp the frame. But first of all, I'm going to put my void in there. So this is going to center right on there like that. So if I put my void like this on my stamp and then layer my stamp, oops, stuck to my finger. Put in about there. Okay, so now I'm just making sure it's centered. Oh, I don't want it centered. I want it down a bit, but that's okay. It's still going to work. See, even though I had it up higher, it's still going to cover that area in there. So we're going to burnish that down. Alice says yes in the corner. Anybody else? So I'm putting it down towards the bottom more than up towards the top because I want to be able to put that stamped image in that void. There's the frame. When I take this off, voila, there's the void that's going to allow me to put that stamped image in there. I'm going to put that back on my instructions so I don't lose it. I'll put it in my stamp case. Let's do that right now. So when I have stuff like this, I always put it inside my stamp case so then I have it for the next time. Nobody else wants to weigh in on whether you guys are quiet. You must all be in vacation mode or something. Okay, now I want to put the mint in there. Oh, and this one's taller, and I didn't go down far enough. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Put that in there. Close this up. So I had my creative escape in-person edition on the weekend, and man, did we have fun. It was such a good time. And next weekend, next Saturday, is the virtual one. There we go. All right. Let's see if I got it down far enough this time. That's better. Okay, so note to self, measure your stamp before you stamp it. Now, twist that just a little bit. And it's going to go right there. There we are. Yay! Okay, Alice says one more in the corner. So let's put one more in the corner. This one I have to be careful though, because I can't let anything show there. Okay, I have mint and basil everywhere now. Okay, I know. It's like, shut up, woman. This is going to layer onto here. And then this is going to layer onto there. Perfect, perfect. Let's get my pencil marks erased. Don't want those showing. There we are. Adhesive is somewhere. Smell amazing, mint and basil. Oh, I know. So when I was a kid, my mom used to cook new potatoes and new peas, like peas out of the garden, with a bit of mint in the water. Holy man, did they taste good, because it brightened the flavor up so much just by adding a little bit of mint. So everywhere we go, in every house that we've ever had, I have grown mint so that I can put it in the water with the potatoes and the peas. My grandchildren thought I was loonier than heck the first time they saw that, but that's okay. I can be loony to my grandchildren. They don't need to see me as a grumpy old person all the time. All right, let's put this on. And I'm carefully making sure before I push it down that all the spots are covered that I want covered. Yep, good. Okay, there we have that. Now comes the laborious part, the marker. So you can use the little tiny, let me just get a piece of scrap here. You can use the little tiny one and just do dots like that. That's the small end. Or you can use the bigger end and just dot, dot, dot. Just like that. So the small end makes bigger ones. The brush tip makes smaller ones. And the small side, you have to make it the shape. The big ones are not circular in shape. So I'm just going in here with my end and just doing a little bit of dotting and dashing. It just adds a little bit extra to your card. And there's no rhyme nor reason of where you want it to go. Just wherever it looks good to you. Just remember, less is more, and you can always add, but you can't take away. And mix them up. So you have the points towards the flower and then the non-points towards the flower. Hey, Norma. Okay, then I'm going to continue on along here. I like being able to put these dots on because they look really cool. So tell me, are you a fan of the dots, or would you rather have it not dotted? Because it doesn't take long at all to add those dots. Now we're going to do the sentiment. And I'm hoping that this is the right size for that die. Yep, okay. Yet. This is where Cherry Cobbler comes in. I'm going to stamp the sentiment, which is "You are on my mind," on a piece of basic white. Now this piece is 2.5 by 1.5. So whatever size you need for your sentiment. If you're not going to die cut it, then this piece that I used was 3/4 of an inch by 2.5. Hello, Diana. Hey, Nadine. It's okay. You're only late if I'm done. Now, I may want to make this smaller. So let's double cut this one. Make it just a little bit shorter. So does anybody have this bundle, the Grow with Love bundle? I like it because I like organic images. I love leaves of any style. Okay, so there's the first cut. And you know what they say, the first cut is the worst. Especially when you're cutting into designer paper, right? Okay, so now I'm just going to turn this around and I'm going to line it up with the cutting edges. So I'm just making sure that it's sitting down there in between the edges, and I'm going to cut this end off. You can go all the way along the whole thing because this one is really easy to downgrade or downsize. So there's the piece I cut out. Hello, Eddie. My Post-it note stuck. Come on, get off of there. There you go. If I don't put my dies back, I lose them, as you well know. Now this is going up on dimensionals as soon as I can find them. Has anybody got big plans for the day? Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you guys. Nadine loves adjusting dies to fit sentiments. Yes, and we have a lot that do that. And punches will do the same thing too. So we're having a family dinner tonight, and I volunteered to do a roast, which scares the crap out of me because I am not a good roast cooker. So, first of all, do you have a favorite kind of roast that you like? I'm going to put this one in there inside. And remember, I cut the words off, so the words are no longer there. And I'm going to use the other one on the envelope. Do you have a favorite kind of roast, and how do you cook it? Do you do the high temperature for X number of minutes a pound and turn the oven off and then just let it sit in there? I know, right, Nadine? I'm cooking. I'm only cooking because I'm craving a roast beef dinner with gravy and Yorkshire pudding. And I was going to ask daughter-in-law because she cooks roast really nice, but I didn't. I decided, suck it up, Buttercup. You can do this. You are an adult. So the last one I did the high temperature for, I think it was 20 minutes a pound. And it turned out really good. So I'm hoping and praying that this one will turn out. Alice says, I haven't made roast beef in a long time and don't remember which one. Maybe Baron of beef, high temp, then drop temp. Now I'm craving roast beef dinner. You're welcome, Alice. I don't only influence people on stamping supplies. I influence people on cooking too. Bad me. I'm going to move some stuff because I don't want anything touching my mouse because it's behaving itself over there in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to grab two of the gold dots from, this is the adhesive back metallic gems, and one tiny bead. And I have them already on glue in here. So all I have to do is pick it up and put it where I want it, right there. There we go. We're done. Chuck roast, low and slow, will melt in your mouth. Wayne loves it. No knife necessary. Ah, yes, chuck roast. I've heard that before. The least expensive has the best taste. And when you do it with the high heat and then turn it off, it really works. Okay, so there we go. I changed the sentiment. I changed the stamps around. And now I'm going to show you how to make this little pouchy thing. It's really easy. die cut this. I'm using crumb cake. Die cut that. I would love to do bear and a beef, or prime rib, but there is no way I can afford prime rib right now. I'm thankful for all the farmers that have these wonderful roasts. But yeah, my budget does not allow $100 for a roast or $200 for a roast. And I'm nowhere near Costco, so I can't just pop into Costco and get one. Okay, so I've die cut it. I've burnished all the fold lines, and all you do now is put it together. So I need to disturb my mouse, who is happily napping on the corner of my desk. There we are. We're going to put a little bit of adhesive here. Now, is that going to cover it? Is that going to be covered up? Yeah. You have to be careful because when you put these in, see, they go up like that. So if you do this and you have your, oh, and I do too, have your adhesive too close to the edge, it's going to show in the middle. So just let me take some of that middle stuff out of there. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. Ooh, dang. And it was working so well too. There. That should work. Okay, and then you put adhesive along one edge. Like that. You fold your bottom up. You fold one side in that does not have the adhesive on it. And then you fold the other side that does have the adhesive on it. And voila, you've got a cute little pocket. Now, you could definitely give somebody seeds and stuff in here, but wouldn't this be cute on the front of a card, open like this, and have some hearts coming out of that? That would be adorable. I'm going to stamp. I can't afford roast at all just for little old me. I know. I know. So freaking expensive. I'm going to stamp on here. And I'm going to put the words back in there. Because if you see the one I made, it has the words stamp right there. So if you ink this up with the words on it and stamp it on your little pouch, when I die cut it, it will cover that up. So tell me, do you like it just stamped like that, or do you like it like this? Which way do you prefer? And while you're doing that, I'm just going to die cut this out because I can. And I may use it and I may not use it. I may use it on another card. And that'll give you time to decide which of those pouches you like. The one with that's just stamped on it, or the one that has the extra piece added. Just stamped is okay, says Diana. Alice likes the cutout. So there, it takes seconds to do, and then I would just pop this over top like that, still have the words showing, or leave it the way it is, or put it on a card. So you can even change your mind afterwards, because when you put it on the card, you would adhere the back of that to your card front. So you would have to put your sentiment on here. Like that. Norma likes just stamped. I have a weird thing with Facebook, so I had to come to YouTube. Oh my gosh. What is Facebook doing these days? I tell you, I don't understand. Okay, time for the draw. Time for the Share It Saturday draw for February the 8th. I'm cleaning my space before. Okay, so now that more of you are on, let me show you Janet's card again. Look at this. And it's on a full card base. Isn't that pretty? Janet is amazing at fun folds. So stay tuned. I will be casing this card and we'll see what I come up with. What's the new one? Maybe meant to be. Maybe I could do it with the bee stuff, eh? Okay. My mouse is coming out of retirement here. Wendy loves prime ribs, slow roasted at a low heat. Sometimes I use a roasting bag, stays juicy. Yes, I wish I could afford prime rib, Wendy, because that would be my choice. Okay, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to my wheel of names, and then we're going to go back here, and I'm going to flip you around and clear the decks here so I can bring my computer closer. Because I can't reach it where it is. Hello. Close your eyes for a minute. There we are. Yes, I will show you how to do it as soon as I figure it out. Okay. So I need to take my phone down. And do this. And then go here. And there's the wheel for Share It Saturday for February the 8th. Delete that, delete that. Now, if you, I'll tell you in a minute. The winner of Share It Saturday for February the 8th, let me get my list so I can write it down, is February the 8th, Share It Saturday winner. Woohoo! Drum roll, please. Who's it going to be? Oh, Alice. Look at that. I forgot to shuffle. Oh, well. Alice, card number 2. Congratulations, Alice. You are the winner of Share It Saturday for February the 8th. Go here. And I'm going to go here. Maybe I'm going to go here. There we go. All right. You're back looking at me again. I'm sorry. Get this up on here. So you're very welcome, Alice. Thanks for entering your pretty cards. Every time you enter my Share It Saturday draw, you get 1 entry on the wheel. If you enter 5, you get 5 entries. If you enter 1, you get 1. And I do the draw most Monday mornings, if I remember. Now, if you've enjoyed my video today, please hit those emojis. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button right down there. Thank you so much for watching with me live or catch the replay. Now, there's 2 things. If you're in my VIP group, part of my club, part of my team, you have an opportunity to enter a draw for a 50% off item. So go to the VIP group, my team group, or your email if you're part of my club, and let me know what you want that you're in the draw and what you would order. And the other thing is in March, which is 1 more week away, well, 2 weeks, I'm going to change the time of my Monday live demonstrations, and I'm thinking of switching it up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I know some of you work and it's not going to work for you then, but it wouldn't work for you at 10 o'clock in the morning either. So I'm hoping it's not going to affect too many people, but it might make it a little bit easier for everybody who's not a morning person to join me. So starting on March the 3rd, I'm writing it down. March 3rd, I'll be at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. So I thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have enjoyed 6 Central Time, not noon. Yes, Nadine. Yes. And it will be easier for the South Pacific people to join us. And hopefully it'll avoid dinner time for Eastern time. Central time, it'll be 6 o'clock. So Mountain time, it'll be 5 o'clock. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy Family Day for those that live in areas that are celebrating it, like BC Day. Yay! I'm going to the grocery store to buy myself a roast now. I may have to take out a loan. Oh, and flour, because I need flour for the mountains, because Cameron and I used all the flour for the baking powder biscuits on the weekend. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, because Paper Pumpkin is in the house. You're very welcome, Alice. I'm glad you caught me live, too. There you go. Thanks, everybody. Stamp and smile. Oops, got to put this down so I can wave at you. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.